EA Sports coverage of the NFL takes nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Between the Chicago Bears and the Arizona Cardinals. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20.
Hey, I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
Bridgewater now looking to throw on first. And an alley to run. And they will score. It's a pick 6 for the Cardinals touchdown. Extra point attempt to come here. And the Cardinals will go up 7-0. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They had the auspicious beginning to the season, a first drive turnover. It's Bridgewater. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Give the sack to Fletcher Cox. Defense went 3-4. They got some push from the inside.
And this is something in a 3-4 you don't normally get because the nose tackle who got the sack, he's usually responsible or ends up getting double-teamed and sometimes triple-teamed. How about him working his way back and putting the big guy on the ground?
Mike, 56, right there, right there. I got you, boy. I got you, boy.
Throwing on second and long. Bridgewater. That's caught by Kelly. Not able to get a single yard there, and it'll bring up third down. They couldn't get anything going there out on the right side in the flat of the swing pass.
And didn't we have a discussion with their staff about wanting to get the backs more involved in the passing game? Huge emphasis for this game, but obviously the defense had other plans and really made a nice play.
They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here.
Check 56. Let's pick it up. It's our time, guys. Our time. Let's get off the field. Let's get off the field. Mike's 56. Mike's 56. Watch the out. Watch the out. Mike 56. Mike 56. Go, go. Hey, let's get that ball.
Out of the gun, Bridgewater. And this one complete to Will Fuller. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30. They'll wind up with 17 on that one, but they're still a bit short here for fourth. So in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, so they're going to opt to go for this thing. We'll see. Maybe a surprise pass or run. What will they do? We're about to find out. Fourth down. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. This is McCaffrey. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Bridgewater now. Trying here for Bryant, and it's intercepted. It's the linebacker, Alex Anzalone. And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
Now a first down run is sniffed out from the start as they'll drop him for a loss of 4. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. So the first play of the drive, lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Kamale Correa. Coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage. He's going to look deep for more. That's caught inside the 20. And he takes this thing way down into Chicago territory. A big-time play there by the Cardinals. 41 yards from the red zone now. Mayfield. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
To the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
And when that field shrinks with those 6, pressure comes and down goes Baker Mayfield.
180. Kings. Pistol. Mike's 59. Mike's 59. Hey, me and you all day. Hey, Echo. I'm coming after you. Mike's 5'9".
3rd and long for Mayfield. Man open, it's Goodwin. And he'll only get this to the 14 as he'll come up well short of the first down. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on 4th. And his kick is indeed good. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point's not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. 16 yards is the pickup there and a first down for Chicago. One play has them to the 37 here for 1st and 10.
Showing eight.
Here's McCaffrey. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Mike, 56.
On 2nd and 9, Bridgewater looking here for Smith downfield. That's caught inside the 20. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. It's a big-time play there for the Bears. 61 yards. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
Watch out.
On the ground, McCaffrey. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears. Taking it in from a yard out as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Extra point up and good by Folk, and that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. It's a foot race. Past the 20. Touchdown, Cardinals. He goes 95 yards to the house on the kick return. And the Cardinals push further out in front. The extra point up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After one, 17-7 is our score. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll run with McCaffrey. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
That's it, baby.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Hey, let's go. Let's calm the crowd. I can't believe they let you play.
On second down, McCaffrey. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. Bridgewater from the gun on third down. Half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Bryce Callahan. He had his eyes on the end zone. He got close. At least he set the offense up nicely, but he's probably mad he didn't take that one to pay dirt.
I agree with you, and you know he's going to get teased because he didn't get it all the way into the end zone.
And he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Cardinals push further out in front. Extra point splits the uprights. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. To throw again on second down. Bridgewater complete to Kelly. And he is going to lose yardage here. That second down play nets a -4. Well, that last completion certainly not what they were hoping for, as now they'll try to convert on third.
51's the mic. 51's the mic. I'm scared. Let's go. Mike.
From the gun, Bridgewater. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Brian Burns coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it also brings up 4th. Here comes the Bears punter now, standing just about on his own goal line. Here's Moore on the return. Well, that looked for a second like he might take it all the way, but as it stands, it's still a massive return. And they'll have a short field to go as this drive starts on the fringe of the red zone at the 20.
Mike is 59. Mike to 59. Man, I got you.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, that didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Alert.
On 2nd and 9, Mayfield. And it'll be intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. Gronkowski, the intended target.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
And an alley to run. And all the way down to the 37. A big play there from McCaffrey. 43 yards on the ground. Nothing fancy there, a little smash-mouth football right up the gut on the dive, and it turns into a huge play.
You talk about the fastest way to the secondary. Right up the gut as you described.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 25, and they will take over at the 29-yard line. We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But nowadays, the patience level isn't quite there. He's going to have to make some real adjustments, or the backup may see some time. I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
Now this throw caught left side, and they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. That goes for 14 yards, first down Cardinals.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Set. 180. Real. 59. Mike to 59. Run. He runs.
Mayfield now looking to throw on first down. Quickly to Gronkowski. That's caught. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up second down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
Mike, check. 59. Hey, defense.
We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. A Cardinal first down on a gain of 13.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
From the 32 now, here's first and 10. Here's Mayfield. Open man, Gronkowski complete. Chewing up big yardage, another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. Mayfield now rebounding nicely after the interception. He's hit 4 straight to start the drive. It's first down. Mayfield now. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line. Give him 6 on the play, and it'll bring up a second down. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or also just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Mayfield looks to throw. This is caught. Gronkowski. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. And his kick is right there. It's good. And that will push this lead up to 20 now. Still a little bit of time left here in the second quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that, and we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
Drive the Bears offense. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he'll push forward here for a good little run as the clock continues to run. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. Once again, they'll keep it on the ground. And he will have the first down, but he winds up paying for it pretty good. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on Here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
I'm coming. I'm coming.
Throwing, Mayfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. And to give this time to the tailback.
Run.
And he takes this thing way down into Chicago territory. A huge play there for Arizona. 49 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. Give the sack to Kemoko Turay.
I know there'll be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and end up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. And they'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down.
Point it right.
On 3rd down, Mayfield. He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. A 16-yard touchdown. Here the Cardinals push further out in front. Extra point safely through. And that stretches the lead all the way up to 27. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Fletcher Cox able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Bridgewater to throw it. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Brian Burns providing a little deja vu, back-to-back sacks, and now they're staring at a 4th and long. Here comes the Bears punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Returning it is Moore. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time, they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a
touchdown, Cardinals. A big play there. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend as his guys continue to pour it on. No problem there on the extra point, and the lead will swell by 1 more. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
Here we go.
And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. It's a gain of 34. You know, I have a pretty good friend, Charles Davis, who tells me that when he sees plays like that, strong runs to the right, reminds him of the 1960s Green Bay Packers.
Boy, those were the days back when the fullback actually...
Now he's hit, and Bridgewater loses the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from.
16 yards is the pickup there and a first down for Chicago. From the 32 now, here's first and 10. McCaffrey. And he struggles to get a yard here, maybe a yard, down to the 31.
Last stop.
1 yard gain. Brings up second and 9.
They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
Here we go. 10, Tuscan. Hey, let's calm down. Hey, let's go.
A first down throw for Bridgewater. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. Brian Burns picks up his second sack of the afternoon. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a second down and 17. Throwing is Bridgewater.
Pick it up. Pick it up.
This is caught. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Let's go.
And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago.
Okay, baby, I see you.
Christian McCaffrey. Already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Bears cut into that lead. Folk connects on the extra point, and that will get them one closer. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
Let's go.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, you feel like you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's first and 10 just outside the 30. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. Different story this time around. We had that huge gain, followed by a sizable loss here.
Let's get it.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And once again, he's going to be stopped up behind the line. Second straight play. Shades of the 85 Bear defense a little bit. So 2 plays with only negative yardage to show, and now it's 3rd and 16.
Real.
Check 59, Mike. Mike is 50.
Hurry.
59.
Three buzz.
Mike. Hey, Haywood.
59.
Hey.
From the gun, Mayfield fights him off. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off at the 15. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Now they get a fourth quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other, but it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
You better be afraid of me.
From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. He's got Fuller. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line.
Let's go.
18 yards on that one, and Chicago has the first.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Watch the screen.
Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And he'll rumble for about 5, up close to the 40.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
The Bears on third down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 4.
Let's go, baby.
Bridgewater. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
They're already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down.
Under crunch.
Bridgewater to throw for it on 4th. And it is incomplete. The Bears tried it on 4th down, unable to convert. And the Cardinals will now take over with excellent field position. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Quit talking about it and bring it.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning.
Set. 180. Kings.
Stop your whining. Check.
Gonna give this time to the tailback. They're gonna snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. That sends them 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the Bears' 31-yard line.
180.
Mike is 50.
Run.
To 59.
Here we go, D.
My touch.
It's just me and you.
And he'll give it here to his running back.
It's me and you.
4 yards on the pickup there, and now they're left with a 3rd and 8.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Mayfield to throw it. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. So a special teams mistake on the field goal try leads to a new set of downs inside the red zone. They'll run it now out of the gun. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd down now as they look to salt this one away. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Give him 2 yards. That sets him up 1st and goal.
I've got an idea. Let's skip racing to the airport at the end of this game. Let's go to the post-game press conference. I have a feeling that the quarterback of this winning team is going to be giving a whole lot of credit to the running game and the offensive line.
Yeah, I was just going to say the offensive line, yes, carrying the ball has been key, but those guys up front, they've made a lot of space. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line, 2nd and goal. And to give this time to the tailback. And tackled down after a gain of 3, leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's 3rd and goal. They come out here in the I. They've gotten it to the 1. Can they get that final yard here on 3rd and goal? Here's a run with Mixon. And boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. No gain on the play, and what to do now on 4th and goal. And his kick here is good. And that will just add 3 more to a lead that's already out of hand. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And he'll probably wish he'd reconsidered here. It will cost him 10 yards as he's down at the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Boy, nowhere to go at all on that 1st down run as they will get to him behind the line of scrimmage. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Bang, bang! Wait, bang!
Now Bridgewater.
You ain't doing nothing.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Khalil Mack in there to make the sack on what will be the final act in this ball game. So it's a win here for the Arizona Cardinals. And with that, our journey begins, Charles. Week 1 in the books. Going to be a great season.
Oh, man, so much to look forward to. Isn't it nice to get a really good game right out of the gate? Preseason behind us. All these games count now, don't they?
Yeah, this is the exciting time with just 1 week gone and plenty of weeks to come. So for Arizona, it's a fantastic start as they roll to a blowout victory here in the season opener. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Green Bay Packers. Meanwhile, for the Bears, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.